welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and that your weekend, you had a great weekend. You've got some great things done. Maybe you started some Christmas shopping. I'd love to hear maybe if you've started that, so because I know I need to get on the ball with that. I have a huge list that I need to start filling, so if you have any suggestions on maybe some sales that you found, I would love to hear those because I'm always out for a good bargain. So let's get started with the Sample Sunday series. I have my samples right here that I've tried this week, and I want to give you my review, my thoughts, and my opinions on these products. So let's get started. The first product I want to talk about is the item that's actually sticking out of the cup. It is the Nude Progenius Rescue Oil. So this is actually an oil that you put on your skin, and it's supposed to keep it nice and moisturized. But honestly, I think the scent to it throws me off, first of all. The scent is, I know a lot of people, I read reviews on it after I tried it. I'm like, why am I not liking this product? Because it's just not working. But I read the reviews and everybody was saying how they like the smell to it and everything. And I was like, what? The smell, to me, is just not good. It smells almost like a cooking oil a little bit. It just doesn't have a good scent to it. I like a more of a rose scented type of product that I'm going to be using on my skin. Or maybe just a natural scent. This just smells like cooking oil or something. It's just not good. The other problem I had with this is that after 2 days of using this product, I broke out like crazy. I am acne prone, so I do have acne prone skin. I have dry skin, so I thought, you know, the oil would be good for my skin, but something in this oil made my skin just kind of break out all over. I had a huge breakout on my cheeks. I don't know if you can see it or not, but over here I had a giant breakout, and it was terrible. And it came from this product. This is the only thing different that I've added into my regimen, and I've added other things, but this definitely caused it because after I stopped using it, the breakouts kind of subsided a little bit. So I feel like this is an oil that you're going to have to use if you have more normal skin. I wouldn't say this would be good for sensitive skin or acne prone skin. I don't think you would enjoy it for that aspect. Also, if you can get used to the scent. The scent, I'm not sure if it's the Bakuchiol oil or whatever that is. It does have different types of oils in it, so I'm assuming that's the different types of oils mixed together that's causing the scent that just is not good for me, in my particular opinion. So I just don't think this is a good oil. I definitely will not be purchasing a full size of this. I will be passing on getting anything from this line, to be honest with you, because I'm hoping, maybe I'm wrong, but if you've tried other things from this line and maybe the scents are different, but I'm thinking that the scents in this line are all kind of similar to this, and I'm not interested in trying anymore, to be honest with you. The next product I want to talk about is the Matrix Color Obsessed Total Results Shampoo and Conditioner. So I did try both of these products, and I really do like this. This is a really good shampoo and conditioner set. I've used both of these up. These are completely empty. I feel like this did a good job for my hair. My hair feels like, I don't know if you guys can tell it or not, but it just looks like it has a lot more body to it. It looks a little more healthier. And I don't know if it's this or if it's my oil that I use, which is behind you guys, and I don't want to reach behind you and grab it. I have been using that oil a lot, and it's something that I think I featured it last week in my Friday favorites, I believe. But the oil, and between that and the shampoo and conditioner, I have it backwards. The shampoo and conditioner, I feel like were really, really nice. And this was a decent size. I was able to get 3 washes out of it, which is about how many washes I do per week for my hair because I don't wash it every day. I know washing your hair every day is not good for your hair. Besides it stripping the color out, it's going to dry your hair out and kind of damage it. So I do only wash my hair 3 times a week, and it worked out perfect for me, to be honest with you. I really did enjoy this. The Matrix line is a line that I'm not completely familiar with, so I will be checking a little bit more into this line to see what kind of products they have and to see if this maybe is an expensive item or see what the price is on it. So I did enjoy it. The next product I have is the hand cream by Bliss. This is the Snowflake High Intensity with macadamia oil and grapeseed extract. This smells terrible. I don't like the smell of this whatsoever. I think it's the grapeseed oil or maybe it's the macadamia oil. I don't know, but I just don't like this. I was kind of hoping it would be more like a sweet, soft scent, but it's just not. It smells a little bit too oily, like oils. And that for me is just not something I'm looking for in a hand cream. If I'm gonna put something on my hands, I kind of want it to smell good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm glad that it's moisturizing. It is moisturizing. It does do that, but I just don't feel like it's a very good scent. And I kind of go by the scents of products, and that's how I kind of start out loving a product is, okay, how does this smell? How does it feel? And this just does not smell good. It does feel really nice on your hands, but I wouldn't say it has a good scent whatsoever, so I won't be purchasing this particular scent. There are other scents in this line that I do enjoy, like the peppermint. I thought was really, really nice, but this one here I just don't like, and I'm just going to toss the rest of this because I know I'm not going to use it because I don't like the scent. The next product I used was the Boscia Tsubaki Deep Hydration Sleeping Mask. Now these are amazing. You put this on your skin and honestly you wake up the next morning and your skin is so soft. I feel like it does a good job of hydrating your skin, but it also, I feel like it kind of nourishes it. So you wake up in the morning, if you, whoa, crazy hair here. If you wake up in the morning, your face feels very moisturized, but it also feels like it's just clean already. And I don't know how it does that, but it's just a very nice mask. It does have a nice scent to it as well. So I really did enjoy this. I had like 6 samples of this. I didn't keep each one because I didn't think you needed to see each pack. But I did use each sample and I really did enjoy this. This is a mask that I definitely would consider purchasing full size. I wish now I would have grabbed this during the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. I am a Rouge, so I can't get it now during the VIB sale, which I think might be actually over now. So I wish I would have purchased it at that point, but I think now what I'll do is go ahead and just stick it on my loves list. And then during the spring VIB Rouge sale, then I'll probably pick it up at that point because I am putting myself on kind of like a low buy starting the beginning of the year. So I'm not going to be buying quite as many products. I'm going to be kind of using up what I have and doing more demonstrations, more kind of like not just opinions, but reviews and then demonstrations along with a review. So I will be putting this to my loves list, but it probably will not be purchased until possibly the spring. The next product I have is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Oil-Free Pore Minimizing. So I know I've heard a lot of people say that they really do like this product, but for me with my dry skin, I do not like this product. I feel like I put it on and then I try to put my makeup over top and it starts to peel up. Have you ever had a product that does that? It's so annoying. You start to put your foundation on and then you have all these little balls of stuff all over your face. That sounds terrible. But anyway, you have all these little, it just kind of peels up on your skin and I do not enjoy this whatsoever. I know Smashbox was like the first person to actually start with primers and everything. So you would think that this would be a really good one because they initiated this whole process. But this one just for me is not good whatsoever. I do love their Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. The oil is really nice. But this particular product, no, I won't be purchasing this whatsoever because it's not good for my dry skin. Possibly if you have maybe normal to oily combination skin, it might be good because then maybe it might not peel up. But I'm thinking the reason why it peeled up is because my skin is dry and it just didn't work for it. So I won't be purchasing this. Not a whole lot of purchases this week. So now we're down to, we have perfume and one more sample here. So we have the Dr. Jart Water Fuse BB Beauty Balm. This is a multi-action skincare makeup. This has an SPF 25 in it, which that's a pretty good SPF in it. I really did like this. I think it has a nice scent to it. It went on my face really well. It doesn't have a really good coverage, but it is a beauty balm, so it's not going to do a completely, if you have acne scarring, it's not going to cover that very well at all. It would be good as a base, and that's pretty much what I used it for. I would put this under my makeup and then put my makeup on top of it, and I feel like it did a good job as a base because it does have an SPF in it, which is always helpful to have on your skincare. Even throughout the fall, winter months, you need to use an SPF because SPF, the sun is actually more stronger in the fall and winter, so definitely continue using your SPFs. Don't think that since summer's over that you can stop. Don't ever stop because you need to take care of your skin, and SPF is really important. So I really did like this product. Now, because it does have an SPF in it, I don't recommend putting it around your eyes because it did it burned a little bit getting it around my eyes. So I wouldn't recommend putting it around your eyes because the SPF in it, I'm not sure what type it is, what the difference is in different types of SPF. But I did notice that this one did burn my eyes a little bit and it made my eyes water. Now, I do have the It Cosmetics one that has an SPF in it also, and I've never had a problem with that one making my eyes water or anything like that. So I'm not sure what the difference is in between the two, but I do know this did make my eyes water, but it's really nice. It felt really nice and moisturizing on the skin. So I would recommend this, but again, just keep it away from your eyeballs. Now we're down to the perfumes. We have the Marc Jacobs Mod Noir. This smells really good. I didn't think I'd like this, and then actually I went in store to Sephora and I almost purchased this, and I thought, no, because you have so much perfumes, you need to use those. Don't go ahead and grab this because you don't need it. But this smells really nice. It does have some nice warm notes. I like the warm notes to it. I will have the notes listed in here. But it smelled really nice and I really did enjoy this, and it seemed to last a long time on my skin also, so I really did enjoy using this. This is Marc Jacobs. They have a lot of different types of perfumes. They have more like a warmer scent. They have the more florally scents. I really do enjoy the Marc Jacobs line. I think they have some really nice perfumes, so I really did enjoy this one. I have another one from Marc Jacobs, and it's actually Marc Jacobs Daisy. I didn't completely use this one up because it's very florally. I do enjoy it, but I'm just not really into the florally notes right now because it's fall heading towards winter, and I'm more into like those warm amber scents, and this one's more florally, so I will have the notes listed in here for this one. It's just a little too florally for this time of year, so I do enjoy it, but I just didn't use it all up. I'll probably just kind of stick this in my drawer and then use it when it starts to get a little bit warmer outside, because it should still be good at that point. But I won't be purchasing this one right now anytime soon because, like I said, I'm not purchasing any perfumes. But I do think it's a nice florally scent. But like I said, I think it's more of a spring, summer type of scent, not really a winter scent. So it's really nice, just not for this time of year. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pull our samples for this week. That was everything that I had for last week. I'm going to throw all these little things back into the cup so I don't lose them or they don't fall and make a mess. So let's start with the perfume. So we will be pulling 2 perfumes. So let's start here. And what do we have? The first perfume we have is the Olympia. This is the Paco Rabanne. I think we've pretty much just tried this one recently. Am I wrong? I feel like we have. So I'm actually gonna stick it to the side. We'll go ahead and use it this week, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and pull 2 more just because I feel like I've tried that recently for some reason. So now I have another one here. Now I have Philosophy Giving. So here's Philosophy Giving. I love Philosophy. If you guys are not familiar with my channel, I am a huge Philosophy lover. I love almost everything that I've tried from their line. So this is a perfume that I can try. This is called Giving. Let's do one more. Now we have, what do we have here? Oh gosh, this is something I know I'm going to love. This is from the brand Clean. I absolutely love the brand Clean. I love the Clean Skin. That's my favorite. This one here is actually Clean Rain. So I have not tried this one before, so I'm excited to try this one out because, like I said, I do love the Clean line, so I'm excited to try this and see how good it is. Now we're going to go ahead and pull our skincare samples. We'll pull 2 for this week, and the basket's right here. Dig down in here and grab 2 samples out. Let's see. Here's the first one. Oh, we have a small one. This is a Bobbi Brown Skin Nourish Mask. So let's see what it says on the little container here. I'm going to stick this down and hopefully I don't vibrate the camera too much because that basket is ginormous. This says it's a coral grass and green algae moisture mask. So this is a little tiny mask here that I'm going to try out for this week. Since this is so small, I may end up pulling 3 skincare samples because this is a very tiny sample. We'll see how small the next sample is to see if I need to pull 3. So I will be trying that out. Now let's go ahead and grab some more. Let's see. I like to try to dig around and see if we can find something different. Okay, now we have something. This is another small sample. So I know we will be pulling 3 this week because I've got 2 small samples now. This is the Chanel Hydra Beauty Micro Serum. It's a hydrant, repellent, intense, replenishing hydration. So this says it has technology with microfluid. So I'm not even sure what that means, but here is the sample I will be testing out to see how good it is. And Chanel, of course, you know, is a luxury brand. So let's see how good these 2, actually Bobbi Brown is pretty much considered a luxury brand also. So we do have 2 kind of luxury brands to test out this week. Now let's go ahead and pull 1 more since we got 2 smaller samples. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, we have another small one. So we're going to have an easy week on skincare. Oh my goodness, that basket, I almost dropped it. This is the Philosophy, the Microdelivery Exfoliating Face Wash. It says it's a daily exfoliating facial wash. And it looks like maybe it's a 1-time use, possibly a 2-time use. So here's a little face wash that I can try out. So we have some Philosophy, something from Chanel, and something from Bobbi Brown. Now let's go ahead and move over to our other baskets. And we have, what do we have here? Hair care. So we have the hair care basket here, and we're going to go ahead and pull our hair care sample. So let's see what we got. Oh, it's something big. Ooh, this is nice. I'm going to actually stick this back down so I can read to you what it says on this little container. This is the Klorane Reflex Blonde. It's a shampoo for blonde highlights. So that's perfect for me. It says for blonde hairlights for ages 3 and older. So that's too cute. They put an age recommendation on here, which I'm not sure why they have an age recommendation on here. I guess technically I'm not sure why you'd put a highlighting shampoo in your baby's hair, but okay. It says this is Klorane on 50 anise. I'm not sure what that means. It has chamomile in it. So I'm going to give it a little whiff here. Oh, it smells really, really nice. It smells almost like baby shampoo, to be honest with you. It smells a little bit like baby shampoo. So that will be the hair care sample I'll be testing out this week. Now let's go ahead and pull our makeup sample. We may end up pulling 2 makeup samples because we have an easier week, it looks like, going on so far. So let's see what we have here. Let's pull our makeup sample. Yep, we have another small sample. So we have an Hourglass Immaculate Liquid Powder Foundation. Ooh. So I think this is a primer. Is this a primer? Liquid mattifying. No, it's a foundation. And it's in the shade Shell, so hopefully it'll match me. I'm not sure Shell will match because Shell sounds very, very light. I may have to end up adding some bronzer to make this a little bit darker. But we'll see how this works and see how good it is. Now let's go ahead and pull one more makeup sample. Ouch, the thing just poked me. Alright, let's stick around in here. And what do we have? Oh, we have another not foundation sample. This is the Stila Aqua Glow Serum. It's a fondant serum. It's a radiance, moisture, and weightless coverage in each perfecting drop. So here's what the actual sample looks like. I'm excited to try this one out because I don't think I've ever tried this before, and I really do like a lot of products from the Stila line. So it's giving you 3 different like tones here. You've got a fair light, you've got a light medium, and you've got a tan. So even if one of these don't match, you can kind of mix and match to make your own shade to see how good it is. So those are the samples I will be trying out this week. I'd love to hear if you guys are doing the sample series along with me. If you have samples that you're trying to use up, how were your samples? Were they good? Were they bad? Were they worth purchasing, or were they better off to be left at the store? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your opinions on the samples you're trying, or if you've tried any of the products that I'm going to be sampling out or any of the products I tried last week. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your opinions on those too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.